started as a whisper, tucked beneath the breath of night. Just a flash of how you held me when the world felt sharp and bright. But the images kept changing till they shimmered in my mind, and the past began to hover just to stay a step behind. I tried to keep it grounded in the corners of the view, but the heart will not stay quiet when it isn't finished with you. The memory grew wings, and it flew where I couldn't follow, over rooftops of regret, through the caverns of tomorrow. The memory grew wings, and it wouldn't stay contained, so it circled through the evening till the sky could hold its pain. You always lived in motion, even seated in a chair, like your spirit knew horizons that your body couldn't bear. And the echoes learned to wander where the facts refused to go, so the truth became a trapper only time could overthrow. I didn't mean to chase it, but I couldn't let it stray, till I learned that holding tightly is just another way to fray. The memory grew wings, and it flew where I couldn't follow, over rooftops of regret, through the caverns of tomorrow. The memory grew wings, like a secret in the rain. It kept soaring without warning, past the lines we could explain. Maybe stories don't stay grounded, maybe love refuses doors, maybe fragments find their purpose when they lift above the wars. And the pieces we keep sacred don't require us to clean, they just ask to be remembered with the freedom of a wing. Nothing fragile ever clean. The memory grew wings till it found a clearer view, where the sorrow turned to quiet and the colors shifted through. The memory grew wings, and it taught me how to see that not all things we're losing are the ones that have to flee. So I let it keep on flying as the daylight touched the strings. Some things don't belong to endings when the memory grows wings. I thought the pages were all silent, buried under dust and time. Every memory a shadow, every truth a quiet rhyme. But the echoes kept returning, like they had something left to say. and the stories I had forgotten found the light to speak today. I tried to leave them sleeping, tried to turn another page, but the past has its own language, and it whispers from the cage. The past found its voice, and it called me by my name, through the halls of old decisions, through the nights I can't reclaim. The past found its voice, and it broke the quiet spell, telling me the things I buried, that I needed most to tell. Faces linger in the corners, like they've been waiting to return. Words I never said to anyone now demand a place to burn. I felt the weight of choices that I thought were left behind, and the echoes of those moments spoke the truths I couldn't find. I can't ignore the calling, though it trembles in my mind. Sometimes the past is patient, but it never stays confined. The past found its voice, and it called me by my name, through the halls of old decisions, through the nights I can't reclaim. The past found its voice, and it broke the quiet spell, telling me the things I buried, that I needed most to tell. Maybe healing lives in listening to the echoes we forget. Maybe forgiveness grows where the words and wounds have met. And though I cannot change the story or rewrite what's been done, the past can still remind me of the battles I have won. The past found its voice. The past found its voice, and it led me to the light, through the shadows of regret, through the long and sleepless night. The past found its voice, and I finally could see that every loss, every silence had a story meant for me. Now the echoes linger softly, but they guide instead of haunt. The past found its voice, and I finally learned to want. held the frame against the light where your smile used to live. The colors blurred and softened like the heart had learned to forgive. Every line and every corner seemed to whisper your goodbye, and I watched the image crumble underneath a quiet sky. I tried to trace the edges, but the details wouldn't stay, and the memory I held so tightly started slipping away. The picture slowly faded, like the moments we let go. Every laugh, every shadow, every secret we used to know. The picture slowly faded till it was just a ghost of a story we were living, and the love I needed most. I tried to pin the fragments to the wall of my mind, but the ink ran in the rain and the colors fell behind. I reached for what was permanent, for a truth I thought was ours, but the brush of passing seasons took it further than the stars. I kept hoping for a snapshot that could stop the gentle slide, but the hands of time were patient and the past refused to hide. The picture slowly faded, like the moments we let go. Every laugh, every shadow, every secret we used to know. The picture slowly faded till it was just a ghost of a story we were living, and the love I needed most. Maybe fading isn't losing, maybe it's the heart's own way of letting go of what it carries and finding light in gray. And even as the colors vanish and the edges start to blur, I feel the warmth of memory even when it won't comfort. Faded, faded. The picture slowly faded. The picture slowly faded till I could barely see, but the essence of our laughter still lives inside of me. The picture slowly faded, and I learned to let it be, that even as it vanishes, it shapes what I can see. I put the frame back carefully and step into the day. The picture slowly faded, but I carried anyway. It wasn't loud like breaking glass or doors slamming down the hall. It was quiet as a whispered truth that doesn't need to beg or call. I felt the tension loosen in the corners of your hands, as if love was stepping backward while pretending still to stand. I tried to breathe through all the stillness while the silence filled the room, and the weight of what we couldn't say started carving out its tomb. That's the sound of letting go, not a scream, not a plea, just a soft unraveling. sound of letting go, like a sigh without a name, a story closing quietly, without anyone to blame. We used to call the future ours, we used to paint it bright and clear, but color fades in different ways when the heart grows insincere. And no one came to tell us when the ending would arrive. It just slipped beneath the doorway while we barely felt alive. I didn't hear the thunder, I didn't feel the quake, just the gentle resignation of a bond we couldn't make. That's the sound of letting go, not a scream, not a plea, just a soft unraveling of what we used to be. That's the sound of letting go, like a sigh without a name, a story closing quietly, without anyone to blame. Maybe every love has music, even in its last refrain. Maybe endings aren't explosions, but a steady thinning strain. And I remember what was sweet longer than what broke apart, because the quiet taught me gently how to listen with my heart. Go, go, nothing left to show. That's the sound of letting go, just the rustling of the air, just the breath you didn't notice when I left my longing there. That's the sound of letting go, and I finally came to know there's a peace that isn't empty when you choose to let it go. No doors, no cries, no thunder, just the truth that softly spoke, that the tender sound of ending doesn't need to leave you broke. We stood between the questions and the answers we denied, balancing our futures on the thinness of a line. Every choice felt like a whisper, every truth was slow and tight, and I watched belief get smaller every time we tried to hide. We kept bargaining with endings like they choose to go away, but endings don't negotiate, they just slowly rearrange. That was when hope changed sides, when the light learned to retreat, when the promises grew tired and the longing lost its seat. That was when hope changed sides, when our odds began to shift, when the future we imagined couldn't find a place to fit. You spoke about forever like it lived inside your chest, but the echoes didn't answer, and the silence knew the rest. I kept trying to defend us with the courage I could find, but the love that once was certain started trembling in your mind. Sometimes faith can look like foolishness, sometimes fear can masquerade, and the line between devotion and surrender starts to fade. That was when hope changed sides, when the sky withdrew its grace, when the gentle turned to freedom, when the longing lost its place. That was when hope changed sides, when the truth began to show that even if we meant it, not all seeds are meant to grow. Maybe loss is not betrayal, maybe quitting isn't crime, maybe hope just needed distance to remember how to climb. And though the finish felt like failure, though it hurt to lose our guide, there's a quiet in the learning when hope finally picks us up. When hope changed sides, that was when hope changed sides. When the weight became too much, when the future turned uncertain, at the absence of your touch, that was when hope changed sides. But it didn't leave for good, it just moved to higher ground, till my heart misunderstood. And the day I finally caught it in the mirror of my eyes, I understood the difference when hope simply changed its side. The room held its breath around us. Every sound seemed to retreat. We spoke in glances and echoes where our hearts could hardly meet. I traced the lines of your absence in the space between the walls, and the quiet stretched its fingers over all our unsaid calls. I wanted to break the stillness, but the moment wouldn't bend, and the weight of what we didn't say kept turning without end. When silence drew circles around the words we left behind, when the air became a shadow of the love we couldn't find, when silence drew circles spinning slowly through the night, I tried to reach the center, but it vanished out of sight. Your eyes were looking outward, past the corners I could claim, and every time I thought I'd hold you, I was met by the unnamed. I wanted to untangle the threads that kept us bound, but the silence kept returning, a rhythm the pattern that silence drew in mine. I watched the hands spin endlessly, like they had no one to obey. Every second stretched between us, every hour drifted away. I whispered truths I wanted heard, but the time refused to bend. And every plan we tried to follow met a quiet, stubborn end. I tried to pause the moments, tried to make the minutes stay, but the clock was only moving in its own relentless way. The clock wasn't listening to the words we couldn't say. It didn't care for the longing or the nights we gave away. Counting shadows as they grew. Every memory a heartbeat, every heartbeat split in two. You reached for me in silence, I reached for you in vain. But the clock kept turning forward, and we couldn't slow the strain. Some things live beyond the hours, some truths defy the pace. But I wished for just a moment where we could hold our space. The clock wasn't listening to the words we couldn't say. It didn't care for the longing or the nights we gave away. The clock wasn't listening as our stories fell behind, and the love we tried to treasure faded in the passing time. Maybe time is not unkind, maybe hearts just need to learn that some chapters close softly while the hands of ours turn. And even if we keep believing, even if we try to stay, the clock moves past our wishes in its unrelenting way. Not listening, not listening. The clock was never listening. The clock wasn't listening, even when we begged and tried, even when our hearts were hoping for a moment to collide. The clock wasn't listening, but the love we held remains, a quiet glow in the silence that no time could restrain. And I learned to move with it, though the hours slipped like sand. The clock wasn't listening, but I'm still holding your hand. It was quiet in the kitchen, coffee cooling in your hands. You were staring out the window like it offered better plans. Every question I was holding hung unspoken in the air, and I swear I almost asked you if you still wanted me there. But the moment passed between us like a curtain in the sun, and I felt the ending forming long before the words were done. The day you turned away, the room forgot our names, and everything we built began unraveling at the seams. The day you turned away, the future lost its frame. I tried to reach for you, but nothing stayed the same. Your voice was softer than the reasons you refused to speak aloud. I was learning how to listen to the language of withdrawal. Every sigh a hidden message, every glance a warning sign. But I kept pretending silence was a part of love's design. I could feel the weight of choices that you never meant to make, and the tenderness between us started trembling like a quake. The day you turned away, the room forgot our names, and everything we built began unraveling at the seams. The day you turned away, the future lost its frame. I tried to reach for you, but nothing stayed the same. Maybe endings don't announce themselves, maybe they just slip through time. Maybe part of loving someone is knowing when to leave the line. And I wanted to believe in us longer than the truth allowed, but the quiet told the story. You would never say it out loud. Away. You were already on your way. The day you turned away, I learned the cost of staying still, and every dream we sheltered lost its shelter on the sill. The day you turned away, I found the truth obey. You don't have to say you're leaving if you're gone before the day. Now the window holds the sunlight that you used to keep at bay, and I keep remembering softly the day you turned away. I saw the hinges bend quietly as you left without a sound. The space you used to occupy was empty when I looked around. No trace of warning lingered, no voice to say goodbye, just the whisper of your absence and the echo of the sky. kept turning to the doorway, hoping for one more sign, but the threshold stayed abandoned, and the silence drew the line. The door without a farewell closed softly on our time. No words to hold the fragments, no reason, no rhyme. The door without a farewell left only what remained, the shadow of a heartbeat and the weight of unclaimed pain. I traced the steps you never took, the corners you left bare. Every room became a question, every chair a whispered prayer. I wanted to call your name, but the air refused to hold, and the door stayed shut between us, keeping all the truth untold. Of the life we used to know, but absence has a presence that can't be made to go. The door without a farewell closed softly on our time. No words to hold the fragments, no reason, no rhyme. The door without a farewell left only what remained, the shadow of a heartbeat and the weight of unclaimed pain. Maybe some departures happen without a curtain, without stage. Maybe love just slips away when hearts are out of page. And even if I linger, even if I grieve and dwell, I'll remember all the quiet of the door without a farewell. Farewell, farewell. The door without a farewell softly on our past. And though I'll keep the memory, I know nothing truly lasts. The door without a farewell holds the space between the lines, and the story that I carry is yours as much as mine. I hear it in the stillness, I feel it in the swell. I keep moving through the silence of the door without a farewell. I can still feel the weight of that afternoon, when your eyes held questions I couldn't answer. Every word I tried to shape fell short like shadows on the floor. I thought my truth could reach you, but the bridge was wearing thin, and the trust we used to hold slipped quietly beneath the wind. kept tracing all the moments where my honesty had flaws, and I saw the fragile patience break under silent loss. The last time you believed me was the day the sunlight changed, when the laughter lost its meaning and our hearts rearranged. The last time you believed me was the final spark I knew, and I couldn't stop the distance from quietly breaking through. I replay the hours we lingered in conversations left untold, every glance a hesitation, every truth a hand to hold. But I faltered in the details, and the walls grew taller still. Even love has its limits, even hearts bend against their will. I wanted to carry our moments like feathers on a string, but the weight of all my failings made my hands let go of everything. The last time you believed me was the day the sunlight changed, when the laughter lost its meaning and our hearts rearranged. The last time you believed me was the final spark I knew, and I couldn't stop the distance from quietly breaking through. Maybe faith isn't endless, maybe trust can always bend, maybe even our best efforts can't make a fragile heart defend. And though I ache remembering every tear that went unseen, I'll hold the love that lingered even where the cracks have been. Breathe me, believe me. The last time you believed me was the moment I lost my way, when the echoes turned to silence and the words could not stay. The last time you believed me, I saw the truth arrive, that some departures happen softly and still leave hearts alive. I'll remember how it felt, even as the seasons grieve. The last time